Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Hello, welcome to the She Shop. I'm in the project room, and when I tell you I do not want to do the project I'm working on today, it's no lie. It's like I owe it money. That's how bad I'm trying to avoid doing this. It's like, I don't want to do it. Here's the thing. It's not a hard project in my mind. It is something that I, like literally years ago, 3 years ago or 2 years ago, thought this would be a good thing to make. And then I got all this stuff and then I didn't do it. And now here I am trying to use what I have, do the projects that I have sitting here waiting to get done, and it's time. It's a Christmas project and it's time. And I don't want to do it. It's not hard. It shouldn't be. It's one of those projects that it should be easy enough, but here we are. It's this. So I bought this at a thrift store, and I don't know, is it a Target thing? Shantou Craft Company in China. It's a tree. It's a wood base with a stick and some fabric cut into a tree shape. Now I've seen these like this with the points, and I've seen them just as triangles, which is probably what I'm going to do because I can't sew. Mine will be done with fabric glue to accomplish this, but I always like to try and take sewing projects and make them a no-sew project. It's not hard. This shouldn't be a trauma. I just don't want to do it. For 2 years, I've been trying to work up. I'm like, I got to do that one. And when I was doing videos every day, you think I'd have worked that in there somewhere because this is an easy one. No, I didn't. And here we are. So this is my sample that has been in here for 3 years. It could have been sold about 100 times in the booth, but it stayed in here as the sample, the example of what we're going to try and do today. God bless me, we're doing it. We're freaking doing it. I found my pinky shears. I got them out. I got the fabric. I got my dowels. And I have the wood rounds from those ornaments that we made. These, the stamped ones that we made not too long ago. See, I still have my little sample of that one as well, so that you could see why I have a crap ton of wood rounds. I bought them to make ornaments, and we made a few. They sold, okay, they didn't sell great. And so I had a bunch left over in different sizes. So I'm going to make different size trees. I want to make like a little forest. I've got little ones and larger ones. So this would be about the same size as the one the tree I just showed you. And then these would be smaller ones. So like 3 little vignettes, but I have dowels in different sizes. Got the larger one for the larger one and the little skinny ones in here. I've been waiting. I got all the stuff at garage sales and thrift stores. Have I done it? No. Have I been motivated to do it? No. And when I tell you it is late in the day, so I wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get started on projects, it's lunchtime. That's how much I dragged my feet coming in here. We're doing it today. So here's a thinner dowel that we're going to cut in half for our shorter trees, but we are ready. I'm ready. I got down an assortment of fabrics. So we are going to use drop cloth. The drop cloth one's going to be embellished, but I also got some plaid, a couple little tartan plaids, because the Ralph Lauren Christmas thing is a thing right now. So right now everybody's into the Ralph Lauren Christmas, and Ralph Lauren does a lot of tartans, not necessarily the blue tartans This is sort of his color palette. Is it a him or a them at this point? Anyway, so the tartan plaids. This would kind of be a Ralph Lauren thing. Red ribbons. So I took out just a few different fabrics. And we are going to cut triangle trees. Should that be difficult? No. Why am I stressed out about it? I don't know. It feels like the easiest projects in the world are the ones that somehow just go south. I don't want it. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's do it. Oh, and to prove I was not kidding, all of my stuff came from thrift stores, Goodwill, and stock of other projects. So it's an easy project. You can make it home. Kids could make this project for Christmas. Fun little giftable project that you can make with anybody, because we are going to use fabric glue. I believe mine is Martha Stewart, which is not made anymore, but you can get Mod Podge. So the Mod Podge fabric glue will work just fine. Or you can use hot glue at a low temperature for fabric. Should work just fine. We can try one with hot glue. I'll have that as well. And we're going to do it. I know. Stop talking and just do it. All right, let's just do it. So before we start, so this dowel is the same size as the dowel they have through this tree. I can feel that there is a dowel that goes all the way up to the top. They've drilled it through the base. They did put a little felt here and a little felt or cork here. I'm not doing that. I'm leaving mine wood. This is not real bark. I have real bark on mine. So we're leaving mine real. So they just drilled this all the way through the base. It goes all the way up through the tree. And then, oh, you can't see it there. They leave a little hole there to put the dowel in. And it's just batting in there. So this is the size we're going to make first, is this size tree. I'm going to kind of use this as my template. Not really, because we're going to do a tree that is straight like that instead of having these little jagged marks in it. So we're just going to do a triangle tree. The triangle will be embellished. You'll see that later. But this is the size we're going for first. Okay, so I went ahead and cut down a manageable size of fabric here. And I'm just laying my tree out to kind of get the size. Because there'll be glue, I'm going to cut a little wider than this tree. With the pinking shears, it gives you this kind of edge. For those of you who are not sewers, I am not a sewer. But I know that this type of edge frays less. I don't understand it. I just know that it's pretty. And it looks more finished, but you can do a straight edge and then glue inside and flip it inside out if you would like to do that. That seems like a lot of work. To kind of give me a size of where I need to cut my triangle, I'm just going to do like, here. Do I think mine will be straight? Oh, no. No. I'm just praying at this point. So I have doubled up the fabric. You can see there's 2 layers of fabric here. So when I cut, I'm going to be cutting both layers of fabric at the same time. I don't know why I don't want to do this. I do not want to cut this. We're going to do it though. We're going to do it. Okay. There's our bottom. It's going to be what it is. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I love it already. I love it. It's perfect. I did it! Finally started. Yay. Okay, and I lied. So I thought I had Martha fabric, but I do have the Mod Podge by Plaid fabric and fabric tissue. Tissue fabric, Tella. Water-based sealer for fabrics. We're going to use that. And then I have a toothpick. I don't like what happens with my brushes when I use the fabric Mod Podge. You do you. But I feel like my bristles are never quite the same with the fabric one. So I'm going to actually use this to put it on. And try to do it in an even line. Even spacing from the edge. Which, you know, I'm probably going to fail miserably. I don't know why I have a mental block when it comes to fabric. Projects that are fabric related really bother me. I'm going to stop complaining now. Now I'm going to do the other side. Let that side get tacky while I work on this side. Okay, before I do the bottom, I'm going to match up these two pieces. We'll start at the top. We're going to let that dry. I'm going to trim this up. That's off drying. We're going to work on a territory I'm more comfortable with and drilling holes in wood. So we're going to... Woodworking I'm good with. Because I enjoy wood, not fabric. So I need to find a drill bit that matches the size of my dowel, and we're going to drill a hole. So what I've done is this is flat on this side, but for some reason this side's a little wonky, so that's going to be our top, right? So I'm going to drill right down the center of that. Let me grab a drill bit. Yep, it's a little too small. And we need this size up. Put it out. Let's see if that works. There we go. Let's grab a hammer. Tap that thing down, then that sucker ain't going nowhere. So it's right down there. It's almost right to the end, but we're just going to tap it in there, and then that ain't going, it won't even need glue. It's so tight in there. There she blows. We are right up to the bottom. So our stick is ready. All right, ready. So when that fabric gets glued down and dry, we will be stuffing it with the batting and then putting it on here. Might as well get started on the smaller ones while I'm waiting. And honestly, I didn't realize how pretty this was. So pretty. Such a pretty plaid. Just freehanding it. can't do much worse. On this one, we're going to try hot glue on a low temp. So what I think I'm going to do is glue the dowel into this one because I don't want the dowel moving around. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it on the other one as well, but I'm going to have to do it sort of after the fact. I'm going to put a little dollop of glue at the top and set my dowel down in there. So I don't want it escaping. I don't want it like spinning and running around weird when I get this whole thing put together. Ooh, let's stuff it. I might actually like this one better than the other one. I keep all my little batting scraps for just such an occasion. And because we're going to glue this shut, I'm trying to make sure that this is what I want to see. Like when I close this up, is that going to be good? Am I going to be happy? Because there's not going to be much I can do after we close it. All right, and I'm just going to use hot glue to hold it in the base. That's what the original one is using. So might as well use it on mine. Ta-da! That one's done. And I don't hate it. Love when I don't hate my projects. Is it wonky? Of course it is. It's mine. And all my projects are just a little wonky. But you could do yours better, I'm sure. Yours will be perfect. Because you guys are better crafters than I am. Like I'm like the refinishing girl. I'm not exactly the world's perfect crafter, but it's a fun project. This makes it so much easier. The hot glue. Yeah, I don't hate it. All right, we are back and this is ready to be stuffed. It took a long time to dry, so it is very, very late in the day. But you can see these don't match anymore. They don't line up. That's why I hate fabric. It doesn't make any sense. So if I need to trim it off, I will. But otherwise, we're going to just work with what we've got. And I'm going to do some embellishing on this one. So I have some doilies that I want to use. So this one has been damaged. I washed it and it just didn't hold up to being clean. It had to be cleaned. There wasn't anything I could do about it. But it'll be a pretty overlay, I think, on this Christmas tree. I don't know if I want to use this one, if we want to, like, I don't know, put it on the base. I don't think it'll fit over the doily. Stretch, there we go. I think that'd be cute. Right? And then use this to kind of give the tree a little depth and dimension. Which side is the right side? It's really hard to tell in this piece. So I'm trying to wait for this hot glue here. Are you heating up on me here? Because I want to put the stick in the top, but I do want to glue it because, again, I don't want it moving. Okay, got that glued in there. Now it's time to stuff. We're gonna stuff. We got plenty of batting. And then I don't want to wait for this to dry again, so we are going to use hot glue to close it up. And again, I have it on a low temperature. Right. I'm going to use hot glue to put the embellishment on it as well. And let's see, we're going to go with this one. I think so. So there is a tear along here, so it makes sense that we don't use this bit. We'll get that glued down, but I think I'm going to trim it right here just to keep it easier to work with on this side. See what I'm working with. I'm trying to find a way to use up all of the things that get damaged. Like this particular lace piece, when I bought it, was very badly stained. It had cigarette smoke on it. It was just dry and it didn't survive washing. And it was just being soaked. And when it was soaked, it kind of just fell apart. So sometimes it happens that the fabric is rotted or the lace is rotted and you can't save it, but doesn't mean it can't be repurposed, right? So here we are trying to use it in a way that we don't lose this beautiful piece completely. You know, we'll still lose a little piece of it here and there. But we want to salvage as much of it as we can. And look how pretty it is. I'm getting happy with this piece now. Okay. All right. I don't hate it as much. So I need to cut this bit off the bottom as well. Where do I want to do that? And this little doily, this little round, nobody would have bought it. 100%. I struggle to sell any doilies these days. So, best to just use it up. Well, this turned out to be a good project after all. I don't hate it. I'm not upset. So here was our inspiration tree. This is our big tree. I think it's cute with the lace. The back will be what it is, but I'm envisioning this on a mantle. Let's see our other two. I learned something working on these two. So this is an upholstery weight fabric. This is a quilt weight or shirt weight, like a lighter weight fabric. Go with the upholstery weight. So if you have leftover bits of upholstery fabric, this would be a good project for that. This puckered and pulled, and it was just in general difficult. You can see the lines aren't as straight as the upholstery one. I wouldn't use a quilt weight fabric unless you're like really good at sewing and you can sew it up perfectly. If you're doing this like I am with glue and with kids and, you know, whatever, go with the upholstery weight. It holds its shape better. It holds its form better. But I'm happy. I'm happy with how this one's my favorite. The one I hated the most when I started is actually my favorite, but I think they're kind of cute. And we got one more project out of the doom pile and off to the shop. So thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.